I came to Val-Marie to see where my mother was born, and it turns out she lived along the Northwest Mounted Police Trail. So every morning, my mom would get up, and that's the view she would have. 70 Mile Butte. Named that because it's halfway between Wood Mountain and the east end of Cypress Hills, and that's the police patrol line. And she will walk that line to school, to Val-Marie, every day. What I know for sure is that whenever I need to step back and take a look at the bigger picture, this is where I come. Here, you can see more than 20 kilometers in every direction. I came for the homestead, but the butte brought me home.
Hello everyone and welcome to the 2022 Western Showdown, the largest international women's curling event in Canada this season. We're so glad you've decided to join us to see some of the top female curlers in the world participate in this event. My name is Jim Grundy. I'm the branch director of RBC Dominion Securities here in Swift Current. Our branch is not only a huge fan and support of curling in our community, we're so proud to be supporting the Western Showdown for its inaugural year. RBC is committed to working with our community partners to promote and celebrate vibrancy in sport in the communities in which we live. Thank you to everyone from the Western Showdown team for putting together this amazing event. On behalf of RBC, enjoy the tournament.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We are live here, bringing you coverage in the 9th draw of the RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown. My name is Mark Nell. I'll be doing commentary. I think I am joined this morning by Ryan Parent. Ryan, are you here? Ryan may not be here just yet. No, it's early on, trying to get all the streams up, all the commentary teams put together. So I imagine he'll be joining us shortly here. So thanks for everyone that's joining us this morning. I already see we've got quite a few people here in the chat, so that's always good to see. Again, thanks for joining us. This is the RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown. It's presented by Curling Stadium. This event is being held in Swift Current, Saskatchewan. So pretty neat to get to see both these teams play. I did do commentary earlier, or I guess yesterday, maybe Thursday even, and did get a chance to see both these teams in other games, so we'll have a good matchup on our hands this morning. This is going to be a C qualifier game here. So this is going to be loser out, as this is a triple knockout format. So. Good morning to everybody. I see we've got a handful of people in the CBC Sports YouTube page, and over 150 people in the YouTube Curling Zone page. So again, thank you guys so much for joining. Always good to see a good crowd of people watching curling. This rock is just going to slide a hair heavy and does end up sailing out of the rings here. So with the corner guard and backing, it's a little bit out of the rings. They probably may have been better off just kind of leaving it almost like close to biting, where they could kind of freeze on top of it. But they do have a guard here, and so even without hammer, they will elect to wrap around this guard. This one is going to sail back and does come down and will end up just barely biting. Yeah, just barely biting. Even if it was all the way out, I think still, Team Ackerman with hammer is going to be going down to this, or going behind the corner regardless. So that looks like what we're going to see here. Does clear the guard and is going to set up nicely. It does end up slightly behind the tee, so so there is space for Team Sasaki to come on top of it. Wow, almost 200 people in the YouTube chat. I see Megan out there. Always good to see her name in the chat. Wesley, Jan, and a bunch of other Yutaka. Yeah, quite a few people in the chat. So again, thanks for everyone that's joining us this morning. Always fun to wake up for me for curling, or I suppose wherever you are in the world, this may be later in the day for you. Great weight on this freeze attempt. It does. I think they would have liked it to bury just a touch more. So it is gonna be accessible here for Team Ackerman. They probably end up losing the yellow, depending on what kind of weight they throw here. They may just try to, just unlock it slightly. Sweeper's really not wanting to go on this, so maybe it's just a hair heavier than they want. Now having to try to carve it in. and it looks like it's going to make contact, but it's going to kind of bounce everything here. So they do spill out the back yellow rock here, and they're left with a pretty decent leave here. Yellow right on top of red. I mean, there's definitely space in between, so you can get rid of that yellow here, but it's you're still gonna have to be pretty precise on where you kind of hit this. So a couple options here. You know, I think if you're worried about hitting and kind of flopping towards the center, you may leave a double depending on how far you roll here. But even with a double, right, it's going to be pretty steep and tough to make with jams for the back rock anyway. So even with Ackerman being shot rock here, decent position for Team Sasaki, but still have to make the shot, of course, right? So looking for just kind of, with this kind of ice, we're looking at a quiet, some sort of quiet weight hit and just kind of flop over towards the center here. Probably similar to what Team Ackerman threw on their last one. This one appears to be a bit light, so maybe they're changing it just to kind of a draw or freeze to the corner here. I would have thought they would have played this with weight here, but I mean, yeah, this call absolutely works as well, right? Because you know, if they hit and roll, there's a double, you bring the blank into play. This one kind of essentially sets up a force, but now you're worried, are you forcing them to two here? Team Ackerman shot rock here, so it was kind of important for Team Sasaki to get shot out of that, whether it was through a hit or freezing down to it. So looks like they're going to elect to split the house and draw the other side of the rings here. I think this is going to be the first time we're going to see him draw to the other side here. Mostly play's been kind of set to this to the interner clockwise rotation here, so possibly a fresh path here, but imagine they'll be pretty close here. That does settle in nicely. From the look of the overhead cam, it does appear that yellow is sitting 1-2 right now here. So good shot. Almost overkilled just a hair, but they were spot on. There's a possibility of the double, but it is pretty long. So it looks like they're just going to attempt to hit and just kind of roll towards the center and see if they can get some sort of grouping and leave. Or actually, is this the last of Skip's rocks here? Or, yeah, final rock for Team Sasaki. So I guess they're not going to take on this double, and they're just going to try to hit and roll big. They end up just hitting on the high side, and so it looks like Team Ackerman will have a draw for their deuce. I'm surprised they didn't just go ahead and try to take on the double here, but That just may not be their comfort zone, so can't fault them for that, but last rock, Team Ackerman looking for a good part of the 8-foot for their deuce. On it pretty early. Sweepers doesn't appear to be a super hard sweep, but yep, they're just kind of going just a real kind of clean. Now backing off, and once it gets to the hog line here, yep, just keeping it clean. Should be very close to tee line, so that will end up settling just right in the forfeit. So nice draw there for Team Ackerman. They get the deuce in the opening end. Team Sasaki will have hammer in the second end just after this break.
SaskTel Be Kind Online wants to stop cyberbullying. Want in on the action? We award up to $1,000 for youth initiatives that help spread kindness and prevent bullying. What great idea do you have to help stop bullying? SaskTel can help. Go to BeKindOnline.com and apply for a grant today. Together, we can make a difference.
That's questions about if our houses are painted or the logo. Our events are always painted houses, but in the future coming out, I'm pretty sure we're going to be going to all logo houses. They're a great revenue source for any curling club. You can get your advertisements on there, and usually after the first year, the houses are paid for. It's all free money for you. So hopefully check Jet Ice out for your future in-house logo.
All right, and we are back. Team Ackerman with a well-played end ends up getting a deuce in the opening end. Team Sasaki will have hammer, and we'll look to get it back this end here. So on the first rock, Team Ackerman does go into the rings here. End up going a little bit deep in the back 4, back 8-foot. But Team Sasaki will just go ahead. No need to go down and freeze or tap to it, but really they're going to establish this corner here and try to get a 2 here. Once again, my name is Margo. I'll be doing commentary for this game. Hopefully we'll be joined soon by Ryan, but until then, you guys are stuck with me for a little bit. Thanks for everyone that's joining us, whether you're watching us on Facebook or the YouTube page, whether it's going to be the CBC Sports YouTube page or Curling Zone. And we've got a good game for you here. This is a C event draw between Team Skylar Ackerman, that's ranked 46th in the world, taking on Minoka Sasaki, ranked 74th in the world here. So this event is going to be a triple knock event, and with this being in the C event, it's win or go home at this point. So corner guard established here, and we'll see Team Ackerman. I don't know if they're gonna go ahead and just play the center guard or just go ahead and go like top 8, top 12. This looks to, and this will end up settling top 12 here. So we'll likely see Team Sasaki make an effort on this top rock and seeing if they can kind of roll it under the corner here. We've got a lot of curling action for you this morning here. If you are interested in any of the other draws, If you want to pop on over to curlingzone.com, you can see a listing of all the teams currently playing. You can take a look at the brackets here, and they'll even have, right next to the score, they'll have a little button that'll indicate a link to where you can find the streaming. For this event, we are streaming all the sheets, but not all the sheets will have commentary. So, in the other games that we've got going on, Vargas is taking on Alice Anderson. Team Danella Jens is going to take on Corinne Brown. We've got Yegi and Martin on another sheet. We've got an all Scottish matchup between Team Farmer, Team Morrison, and then on the other sheet we'll have Team Holland versus Team Barker here. So, getting back to our game, Team Sasaki did make a hit on the top one. Did not get the roll. Did end up kind of making contact on the one in the back here. So, does move it over to the side, and now as a result, we've got 3 rocks here over on the corners here. The back one not completely lined up with the top 2 guards here, but it'll give space for Team Sasaki to kind of operate here. Having to go hard for weight here. Looked like there was a lot of room here, but with this kind of weight, we should get a lot of finish here. And in fact, it actually does finish pretty hard, and ends up tapping the yellow that was in the rings here. So, you know, I think if it was just maybe 4 feet heavier, that's pretty perfect. But just a hair light, and so they will chip off and roll into the rings here. And now Team Ackerman will make a play on this red counter and probably hit and just kind of roll off to the side. Again, no reason to really hit and roll under the guard here, but just kind of roll open and really ensure a force here. Having to go hard for line here. Does make the hit, and the target rock does roll over top of the one in the back in the rings here, and the thrown rock rolls far over to the wings here. So now Team Ackerman sitting 3 here. So we'll see another attempt here at this come around draw. Weight to me appears to be a little bit better on this one here. Sweepers don't seem to be as worried. This one is hanging out there, similar to the last one, but as we did see, it's going to have some hard finish here. And they are able to escort it down, and does come in for shot rock, but not completely buried. So I don't know if they just thought it was going to finish harder. Because they didn't seem worried about it until it got past the hog line. So, we'll likely see a hit for Team Ackerman again. Not sure where they're wanting to roll this. I guess for this one, you could almost make a case to go ahead and roll under here. Probably don't want nose here, because then Team Sasaki will hit and roll. Makes a hit, nose, and a bit of a bad break that it stuffs it on the back rock here. So actually now, thanks to the overhead cam and the tapping of the broom, it looks like Team Sasaki is now shot rock. So a couple options here. You can draw open on the other side here. You risk leaving them a double. You can make a play on that top yellow stone and try to flop under the corner and maybe try to set up like a 3 that way. But if you ever hit that on the high side, similar to what Team Ackerman did, then you're giving that shot rock back to them. So I think they did settle here on drawing to the open side and sit 2 that way. So looking for a good 8-foot here. I think they'll try to get something on the tee line or maybe even deeper. Sweeper's indicating weight's all there, so backing off this completely. And this one is going to go a shade deep here. So Team Sasaki sitting 1 and 3 now. Not sure what this ice is for here. They may be making a play at that yellow that's kind of in the top 8-foot to try to kind of tap it back, or maybe draw down to that back red rock. Well, that rock is a little bit overburied, so this is probably a kind of a bit of a tap weight here. Sweeper's off this, now having to go on the curl side to try to push it over. Switching into the normal sweeper. And yep, I think they got caught in between here. So they do make contact on the top yellow rock here, but it does, the target rock does just kind of go over to the side a little bit. So there's shot rock here, but now they're 1 and 3. So Team Sasaki will have a hit and roll here, or knows, honestly, has them sitting 2 here, so has to make a play on this one here. So last of Vice's rocks here in the end, looking to hit and maybe just kind of flop to the left side of the thrower, from the thrower perspective here. Going hard for line here, backing off it, now going on the carve side, and we'll get to just the low side, so it does get a little bit flopped to the outside, and that's a good spot, right? You know, it's gonna be tough to roll. Roll on top of the red one here. No easy doubles, or I guess there's a slash double here, but no reason to take it on with the first of the skips rocks here. So do have to be a little careful about where you hit this, because if you hit this on the low side or the right hand side of the rock, you do have the possibility of jamming on that back red, in which that will become second shot. So gonna have to kind of hit this pretty precise, even though it is a wide open hit. First, the skips rocks here. Team Ackerman looking for a hit, looking for a little bit of roll towards the left-hand side there. Does make the hit and rolls over the top of the back red one. So not sure if they were actually attempting the double or if they were attempting the just a hit and roll here. So a little look at the overview cam here. They may have grazed that on the way by. Because I thought it was pretty clear it was Team Sasaki sending one here, but gosh, that's close. That might be Team Ackerman now. So I don't know if they grazed that on the way by to move it, or I just missed it earlier. So it does look like they're going to make a play on this this yellow rock here. If they ever can chip it and keep the shooter around, they'll actually be sitting 3. So gonna be kind of tough because this yellow rock is over buried here. So I mean, I think if they can get to it with just like a freeze tap here, right? Or even if they just kind of freeze on top, set something on top, it'll set something up for their last one here. First, a skips rocks for Team Sasaki here. Just looking to come down to this yellow and the kind of side of the 8-foot here. Don't mind a little bump, but I think the call is just to be just in front of it or just on top. Sweeper's off it now. It looked like we're gonna just miss it and ends up coming to the back one. So if there was a doubt on who has shot rock, well, we've got a new contender for shot rock. So it does appear that Team Sasaki is sitting first, third, and fourth here. But for Team Ackerman, they do have one that's buried behind a lot of stuff here, and it's going to be really tough to get to. So Team Ackerman with their final rock, looks like they're trying to basically sit on top of that red or frozen, or if they can get to the corner, frozen's ideal, or in front of it is fine here. Just trying to take shot rock away and essentially force Team Sasaki into a single. Last rock for Team Ackerman this end. Looking to freeze here. This is gonna be, freezes are tough shots to make here, so I worried if they lost the line, and they do make contact on the top rock. Ends up bumping it a little bit here. They are shot rock, but it is going to be pretty accessible. It's not covered by the guard here. Basically, just trying to hit on the right-hand side of the rock and stay to get there too here. So so with this kind of weight, we're probably looking for like my guess would be just kind of a hack waiter here, or just through weight. Final stone, Team Sasaki looking for the hit and stick for 2. Looks like maybe a little bit of extension here on the release. Maybe a little bit more weight. Having to sweep this to kind of carve it in. It is starting to move, but it's going to have to move quite a bit to get to the low side. Does make contact, and will end up shot rock, but does not get to the low side. So a single point for Team Sasaki. Team Ackerman will get hammer with a 1 point lead in the third end just after this break.
Saskatchewan, you know SaskTel because we're everywhere. Because being everywhere keeps us connected to you. With SaskTel sponsorships, we get to be part of your community. We're here with you and we're here for you. It's easy to get started. All you need to do is apply. SaskTel cares. Always has, always will. To apply for sponsorship, visit sastel.com/sponsorships.
We just got our shipment of logos here in for our next event, which is going to be the mixed doubles. As you can see, there's a few of them. There's roughly 20 logos per sheet to be put in for the mixed doubles, along with a couple extra little dots. But all our logos come from Jet Ice. They are the best logos to put in. We use them around the world, and they're very easy to install. As you can tell, this is the center ice logo that's going to be going in for the world. This is about a 4-footer by 10. It's going to look like $1 million. Their colors on their logos are always nice and vibrant. And like I said before, very easy to put in.
And we are back. Third end of the 9th draw in the RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown. Got a good matchup here in C event side action between Team Skylar Ackerman, based out of Saskatchewan. They are ranked 46th in the world, taking on Team Honoka Sasaki. They are ranked 74th in the world. They are ranked out of Japan. My name is Marco. I'll be doing the commentary for this game. Thanks for everyone that is watching us this morning or evening, wherever you're kind of watching this from. I am watching this from the United States, and I get to watch a curling game in Canada between a Canadian team and a Japanese team, which is fun for me. Yeah, I mean, this is great, being able to kind of watch this. So thanks for the fine folks that are at Curling Stadium that's doing this presentation of this event in Swift Current, Saskatchewan, Canada. Whether you're watching this either through the Facebook live stream, Curling Zone YouTube page, or CBC Sports YouTube page, thanks for chiming in, or thanks for watching here. So I'll do my best to kind of watch the chat. So feel free to chime in. Even for our viewers on the other side of the world, I'm actually copying and pasting it into Google Translate to kind of see what's being said in the chat, which is kind of fun. Yeah, so please feel free to chime in the chat. Team Sasaki looking to set up a steal this end. Had an opportunity for their 2 the previous end, but with a pretty decent kind of freeze tap shot by Team Ackerman on their last one, kind of forced them in this little tricky, quiet weight hit on to get to the low side, and just hit it high side and only got their single. So with the lead, Team Ackerman did draw in the rings. Team Sasaki has a center guard and then 1 top 12. So Team Ackerman looks like they are looking to go ahead and draw to the wings, and we'll see if Team Sasaki will take a chance at blinking and making a play on the center here. This one does end up settling as a corner. I think they did want it in, so we'll see what Team Sasaki does. I don't know if they're necessarily going to want to make a play on that center guard. That's a pretty long run back, and they do have some room. They've got all of the 4-foot and a little bit of the 8-foot to kind of draw to get a potential stealing rock in play here. A couple discussions here. I think they're possibly looking at not just drawing here, but maybe just kind of splitting this red here. So she keeps on moving the broom here, but I've got to think this is kind of like maybe a back 8 weight or so, where they split the red one that's in the top 12. They're fine with that. If they end up ticking the yellow one instead, they're fine with it. Or if they just draw back 8, probably okay with it. So a little bit of combination call, which I mean, I personally like calling that kind of stuff in my games. This one's curling awfully hard here. Does clear the long center guard, and it's going to make contact with the one in the top 12. So, and no, I don't know if that really helps them. I mean, it's still very early in the end, right? To make any predictions out as to what's going to happen here, but I think they would have liked that to bounce just a little bit more, right? Yeah. Team Ackerman wasn't sure what to do here, but ends up deciding to go ahead and run, or to go ahead and rip the center guard here. They always say it's never a bad idea to peel the guard. Sweeper's on it to just get on the high side and gets enough and will successfully make the peel here. So, and Team Sasaki is going to go ahead and put up the guard here in an attempt to delay the action here, and it looks like they're not taking a lot of ice here for this guard. And I was mistaken. That is apparently the very right ice for the guard here. So again, looks like they're just delaying the action here, and looks like we'll see another peel here. And peel is made. No problem. Okay. And looks like we'll see another peel. Or, I'm sorry, another guard here. And then we'll likely see another peel here. So while this is occurring, we'll just take a quick look at some of our other games going on here. Team Barnes has a lead 3-0 over Team Anderson. That is in the third. Team Gents, Team Brown, they are tied up 1-1 in the third. Yagi has a 2-0 lead over Team Martin. They're in the third as well. Farmer has a single over Team Morrison, 1-0 in the third. And Team Holland is up 1-0 over Team Barker, and they have just started the fourth end. Again, thanks for everyone that's joining us this morning, wherever you're watching it from. And again, it's still morning for me here in the United States, but I know we have a lot of people watching from Japan. So hello, everyone that's watching from Japan. I should probably learn a few Japanese phrases if I'm going to be doing more commentary. I'll add that to my list of stuff. But I see we do have over 300 people watching on the Curling Zone YouTube page and close to 100 on the CBC Sports YouTube page. So hello, everyone. And the peel is made. So now it looks like we will see Team Sasaki elect to go ahead and make a play on the rocks in the rings here as we get to the last of Vice's rocks, I believe, or Third's rocks. Sweepers indicating this one is just a hair up, but actually they're having to go for line here. I guess the weight's not the problem. It's really just the line, making sure that we're hitting that, and we do get rid of the yellow. So, good shot. Team Sasaki now sitting 3 in the rings here. So, and it's really kind of cut off this this corner guard here. So Team Ackerman will have to make a play on this rock here. So we'll likely see them just try a quiet weight hit and roll kind of underneath those guards. But even if they do make it, Team Sasaki will have kind of a angle hit, similar angle, but just on the coming from the wings instead. To all the listeners out there, I apologize if you hear the cat. The cat is telling me the cat is hungry, so I have to go feed the cat. So Team Ackerman does make the hit, but just gets to nose, basically, or maybe even just a bit on the high side. So Team Sasaki will have a hit and probably try to flop towards the center underneath their own. It'll leave a short run back, but I don't think there's no triple that I can see. Yes, the cat likes to tell me when it's hungry and it expects to be fed right away. No, Megan, I don't know if the cat wants to participate. The cat just wants to eat. That's all the cat does, is eat and meows at me until I feed the cat. This hit attempt, they're having to sweep it here just to kind of carve it over. And they will make contact. I think they are going to lose the shooter. We'll see where this ends up. And it does spill out. So it hits it just a hair thin and rolls out as a result here. So couple kind of decision time now for Team Ackerman, right? There is a double, but it is pretty. It's steep. It's gosh, like a thick quarter rock and not an easy shot to make. So they are looking to set up a 2 here, and we'll try to draw around behind the corner, just somewhere in the 8 foot. First to skip rocks for Team Ackerman. Sweepers are indicating this is top 8, top 12 weight, so gotta get it to the 8-foot for it to really matter. And the guard's coming awfully close. They do get it around the guard, and it will end up getting just a piece of the 8-foot, or actually pretty close to full 8-foot. Importantly, it is shot rock, so Team Ackerman will have to deal with it. It's in a tricky spot here. Think they're asking down to the front end to see how much of this can you see here. Yep, and you can see from the cam here, they're talking about how much I very much appreciate the visual cues here. So you can see she's indicating, oh gosh, maybe an 1/8, if that. So that does not sound good. And we'll end up having to look at a different shot here. So looking at this angle run here from the center rock here. I'm not sure here what's the right call. Yeah, this overhead cam, I mean, yeah, you could slash the red one back. I mean, the easiest shot is to run the yellow back, honestly, but that's super scary. Yeah, if you ever run the red or yellow onto the red, right, then you're just kind of handing them a 3 here. So, it looks like they're gonna try to get to this rock with kind of a, oh gosh, maybe a board waiter. This is a tough shot, but it is the shot that I like. Final rock for Team Sasaki here. Just looking for this kind of quiet chip. Sweepers having to carve it. I think they jumped it a hair early. Oh, and I think this is just by. Yeah, I think it's just maybe the sweepers weren't on the same page here. That was pretty close. That was a very, very good attempt and very, very close. I think if they didn't brush it early to keep it straight, I think they would have had a chance there. So, with that, Team Ackerman will now look to just go ahead and draw it to draw the 8-foot here for their deuce. Yeah, I think someone in the chat was asking if it was safe to run back. Yeah, the problem, the run back was probably the easier shot, but again, it has the biggest risk because if you ever run that yellow onto that red, this now becomes a draw for 3. And this one's actually going to come up short here. So a bit of a break here. Team Ackerman will take a single. Team Sasaki will get hammer down 2 points in the fourth end, which we'll have for you after this break. And we are back. We've got the draw number 9 of the RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown. We've got a Action C event side here in this, I think it's 2014 triple knock event. This one is ranked between, or this one's between Team Skylar Ackerman, ranked 46th in the world, taking on Team Hanoka Sasaki out of Japan. They are ranked 74th in the world. Team Ackerman with the single in the last end, their draw to the 8-foot just came just a hair short, and so Team Sasaki is down 2, but they do have hammer this end. This event is presented by Curling Stadium, and this event is actually taking place in Swift Current, Saskatchewan, Canada. My name is Mark Go. I'll be doing your commentary, and I am actually commentating for the United States. So I do not have a horse in this race. Just happy to watch curling, honestly. And these two teams, I'm not familiar with these teams. I've had a chance to watch them on some of the earlier draws for this event. So for me, just being able to see curling, especially for teams that I'm not familiar with, is always a pleasure. So happy to do it, and happy to interact with everyone in chat. So it looks like we've got more people watching us now. About over 100 people watching us on the CBC Sports YouTube feed, and around 300 or so watching us on the Curling Zone YouTube page. So again, thanks for everyone joining us this morning for me, or evening, depending on where you're watching this from. So looks like we've got a standard setup going so far this end. Team Sasaki with hammer throws up their corner guard. Team Ackerman has a center and one in the rings on the center line. Yeah, I don't know if they're throwing the tick shot. I thought the ticks weren't in play, but I don't know if that's if this is not considered a WCF end. But I mean, they made the tick, so, and it doesn't appear to put it back, so I guess the ticks must be allowed this event. So yeah, I remember the last event I did commentary for, the ticks weren't allowed. So, and then I think I remember seeing a post. So I don't know if it's just I guess it's just a trial for the no tick rule, and it's just going to be at certain events. I'll double check with production to see if they know about that, or if anyone in the chat knows for sure. because I thought it was for all WCF events going forward, but maybe it's just a trial, because I think I did see something on Twitter the other day. But either way, well, very, very well done, Tick Shot. You know, it's funny for me personally. I appreciate tick shots, not in the last stand, right? Like, you know, when it's just in the middle of the game, I definitely appreciate it. It's just I don't like seeing it uh, in the last end or an extra end, right? Because it effectively ends the game, right? It's the last. If everyone makes the shots the rest of the way, it's basically it's essentially over, right? So that's my personal thing. Don't at me. I just I don't like the ticks in the extra ends, but I'm very much appreciative of it early on. So I think that's why I enjoyed watching Scott McDonald's run a few years ago, because he very much played the ticks in the middle of the game. Getting back to our game though, so Team Sasaki after the tick gets 2 corners. And then now they just make this run double, which is great for them. So they've got guards in play. And the center is still pretty open here. So Team Ackerman does have the opportunity to hide something here, but a good setup so far for Team Sasaki this end. And I'm being told that there is, for this event, there's no tick if the game goes into an extra end. So if we're tied after 8, then the no tick zone will be in play, which I'm a fan of. So yeah, that would be good for me. I approve. So Team Ackerman does draw one into the rings. It does end up settling in the back of the 8-foot, mostly buried. So it's deep enough where you don't need to make a play if you're Team Sasaki, right? Because there's enough room to sink a few rocks in, right? Where given the fact that it is in the behind, like, back 8. So oh, Megan, are you talking about Scott McDonald's team? Yeah, they were fun to watch. They really were. And I think this was just kind of, I think that was for me and my curling experience of curling watching experience. I think I was seeing a lot of like blanks, right? And that McDonald rank was not afraid to mix it up, right? And just keep a lot of guards in play, tick, create more guards, you know? And so, yeah, I definitely enjoyed watching it, because it made, like, I like watching the angles and seeing those things occur. So, getting back to our game here, Team Sasaki's got a nice looking draw here. Gonna have to go a little bit to get it buried here, and the weight was spot on, but does not get it buried. It's kind of edge to edge with that guard up front here, and so Team Ackerman's going to look to get at this, and again, appreciate the visual cue. So trying to get to the low side so they can roll underneath cover, and throwing kind of backline weight here. Yeah, it's in front of the tee line, but open here, so. But, you know, the sweepers were doing their best to get it over, because it had quite a bit to curl. This one, I don't think is going to get to the inside. It actually does get a little bit of a break for them, because I thought they were going to be all over that back one here. So both teams just a little bit high side on their attempts. You know, Team Sasaki with the draw attempt, Team Ackerman with the hit attempt here. Now we'll see Team Sasaki try to get undercover, but they are going to have to do it via hit and roll here. Sweeper's having to go hard for line here. Again, want to make sure that we're hitting this on the high side so we're getting a bit of roll. Having to go hard on the roll, and they ended up hitting just a hair thick. And while they do get the roll, not quite undercover here. So Team Ackerman will get another chance on this hit. Again, trying to hit the low side of the rock, so crossing the face and rolling under the kind of established corners there. Sweepers again having to card this at the end. Does get to pretty much nose. So again, last 4 shots here just have all kind of been half shots and just kind of hitting things on the high side here. So it looks like they're gonna elect not to hit and roll underneath the near corner, but instead play this double. You can make this double and roll to the left-hand side of your screen here and hide behind the other corner. So switching it up a little bit here. I think they're trying to roll to the left here from the thrower's perspective here. Yep, does make the hit and does roll, and rolls just a hair far. Does miss the double here, so probably just hit it just a hair thinner than they'd like. You know, I think if you hit it just a little thicker, I think you roll under the corner and you've got a chance of making that double there. So more importantly, where it rolled and rolling too far here. So now Team Ackerman is now sitting shot rock. And so they are going to go ahead and ignore the red Sasaki rock and go ahead and elect to draw underneath the cover on the kind of right-hand side here. First, I skip rocks here. Team Ackerman's going to look to just go ahead and sink a second one. This one undercover. Sweeper's indicating this is going to be just maybe a hair up. This one still has some curling to do as well, as it has not crossed the center line yet. It is starting to move, but it is looking a wee bit heavy. And we'll end up coming to their back stone there. They end up tapping their back rock, the rock that was kind of in the back of the 8-foot, but doesn't tap it that far. So they are sitting 1-2 still. So Team Sasaki, oh, they've got a couple options here. The top rock here, or the one that's sitting kind of in the back 4-foot, just biting back 4, back 8-foot. They have a double there if they can ever get to the nose of it. You know, they're looking at. They don't necessarily want to freeze to that rock because then Team Ackerman can kind of freeze on top here. So I think they were initially looking at going just kind of top 4-foot, partially buried. Yeah. Looks like they're tapping. Yeah. So you can see, I think the initial call is kind of top 4, or the side of the 4-foot buried. You can go deep. A little high. Higher is okay. I'm okay with this call. I mean, I personally like trying to come down to the stone with like backline weight or just through weight, just to try to bring your other red into play here. But yeah, I mean, I'm also not ranked top 100 in the world, so what do I know? Having to go on the curl side here. Weight is going to be pretty close. Does need a cross center, which it does here. And they'll end up coming down to the rock. Yeah, and that is a pretty good effort. It is dead frozen there. No way to remove that for Team Ackerman. So Team Ackerman looking to kind of repeat what Team Sasaki did. So looking to freeze here. And there is plenty of room to fit a rock here. Just can't get to the low side here. Final rock for Team Skylar Ackerman. Initial call from the sweepers is indicating top 8 here, so it's got to be pretty close. Switching to the sweep side now. Again, don't want to over curl this, because if you ever get to the low side, then you won't be shot rock. And this looks like it is over curling a hair. They're trying to switch back, and fortunately the weight was very good. So does kind of curl a bit much. They would like to be on the inside here, you know, closer to the center line of that rock. But still very, very good, right? It's going to be a very delicate shot, and if we're looking from the home end here, or from the hack end, you can kind of see that rock is pretty buried here. So Team Sasaki will have to make a play on this here, and they're kind of talking about what kind of weight here. So from the indication of the room, it looks like they're really just trying to push this to the just to the 8 foot, right? You don't have to completely get rid of this rock, right? You're just gonna have to move it oh gosh, like 2 feet, 3 feet. So probably looking for like back 8 weight, maybe even back 12. Final rock for Team Sasaki here. Looking for this kind of back 8, back 12-ish weight to chip out this yellow here. Sweeper's having to go hard for line here. This guard's coming up awfully close here. They've got a chance to get this by. I think we're... Oh, it just ticks the guard here. And it is going to roll through the button. So Team Ackerman does get a steal, and they will be up 4-1. Team Sasaki will have hammer in the 5th end after this break.
We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed, more innovation.
It's gonna make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
Better, faster.
Sounds like one more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, Bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
All right, guys, we are back. This is the 9th draw of the RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown. We've got C-event action here between Team Skylar Ackerman, ranked 46th in the world, out of Saskatchewan, taking on Team Hanoka Sasaki, out of Japan, ranked 74th in the world. My name is Mark Ngo. I'll be doing commentary, and for the second half of this game, I'm going to be joined by Ryan Parent. Ryan, how are you?
I'm doing good, thanks, Mark. Looks like we got a pretty good game going so far.
Yeah, thanks for joining me. It has been a good game, right? Team Ackerman's, they've got a lead of 3 here, but I would say the score is probably closer, right? Just Team Sasaki has definitely had some opportunities. They had an opportunity for a deuce in the last end, right? But they just wrecked the guard. Just touched it on the side here. So instead of getting their 2, they give Bastille a 1 here.
Yeah. Let's see if they can generate a deuce now.
Yeah, they've had rocks in play and they've had some opportunities, right? But just some of these, some of those kind of in between weight shots, right? Like anywhere from that your back 8 to hack waiters have been just a little tricky for them, right? And they've actually missed a lot of more shots on the high side, so it's actually kind of interesting to see them essentially miss this one low by ticking the guard on the way.
Yeah, just made a correction but overdid it.
Yeah. So we see a kind of a standard setup here. I'm kind of surprised to see Team Ackerman not just go ahead and go in the rings there. Instead throw center.
Did they, what happened to their first rock? Did you notice? Team Ackerman?
I don't know, actually. Yeah,
not in play though, hey?
Yeah, I guess not. They must have. Did they hog it?
I didn't notice, but I think if their first rock is not in play, it makes a little bit more sense to
sure, yeah,
put up a center.
Yeah.
Even though normally
that would make sense, yeah.
Just to kind of bring play back to the center. Otherwise, it's just a wide open house with corner guards only.
So nice, come around, get to use their corner guard. And so Team Ackerman will have to try to do the same and draw behind their guard now. Sweeper's going hard at the end here. They're trying to bury it, but I think they're gonna leave. Oh, it does get mostly buried there.
Enough to hit and roll to the side of the house, though. Sit 2.
Yeah. And this has been the kind of exact shots I was kind of talking about with Team Sasaki this game, right? This kind of like, not an open hit, right? But just like something where you're gonna have to be a little choosy on the weight here, and they again have a tendency to hit this too much on the high side. But I guess they are wanting to roll out to the wings, which is fine here. But this one's curling on them hard here. Are you gonna play the tick instead?
Oh, they just get a bye. Look at this curl though. They almost moved.
Oh, that's the hard way to do it.
Yeah, I think they were just a little bit light on that one. They
Yeah.
probably wanted to throw closer to hack and actually kill that rock.
Yeah. But it does work. They don't push that Ackerman rock out of the rings and don't push it out of the 8-foot. So Team Sasaki is sitting first and third.
So Team Ackerman will be pretty happy to freeze here and be looking pretty good for a force with how deep this rock is.
Backing off just a little bit here. Does need to, yeah, and there's that finish there, and we'll get there, and that's pretty good. I don't know if it's dead frozen, but it's just as good, yeah.
No option but to peel the center guard. They could try playing it close to the nose and trying to catch that back yellow one.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But it's a little bit dangerous. You don't want to over curl and dead nose it, and then you're looking at 3 yellows.
Yeah. If you're playing this, are you trying to catch the back one?
I think I would. Yeah. Just play it safe. I would take ice. I'd ice it safely so that we never hit it on the nose, assuming the thrower played it well.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Just
and then, yeah, like I said, you can roll to a corner for yourself too.
Yeah, you should be rolling to about a corner, a nice corner guard if you catch the back one.
But this one, this doesn't look like ice or weight for a peel. So, or is this a tick maybe? They played the tick in the last end actually. Off some centers here.
They're going in for the rocks in the house. And they touched their own rock, which isn't the greatest. At least the yellow one's not frozen anymore, but now Ackerman's gonna hit that and possibly sit 3.
Yeah, they unlock it, which is okay. I mean, I think they pushed it out a little bit too far, right? I think that if they don't push it out as far, they're probably a little bit happier with that result.
Yeah.
I do like the call, right? It's fun to see kind of different takes on the situation here, right? Because I was with you. I thought they were just gonna go. Most games we would see they would be just gonna go, straight peel.
Yes, it looks like they were thinking that at the start. Changed her mind. Ackerman's playing the defensive calls to take out the corner guard.
To peel the corner, yeah.
They can always come in later and try to hit that red one out. Especially with the side red one available now, there's a double potential.
Yeah. If your team Sasaki, do you ever consider drawing underneath the other, like the corner yellow now, or do you have to make a play on this one in the top 4 foot?
I think with how much it's curling, like we're seeing about 5 feet of curl, would you say?
Yeah, it seems like it's a lot of late curl. Yeah, I would say 5 feet. Yeah, that's probably good.
Yeah, they probably could just about get up to the nose on that one, and if it curls that much, which as far as I can tell, it does.
Yeah.
I kind of like playing at it now.
Yeah. Now, and when you're thinking about playing at it here, are we thinking just to kind of freeze it and set up a tap for later, or are you trying to move it behind, like say back 8 foot at least?
Yeah, similar weight to what they threw earlier in the end, and just tap it into the back 12 would be ideal, I think. Or you could throw a little bit more and try to roll behind the corner guard. Both work.
Yeah, we'll see what they'd like to do here. Ooh, just got quiet on the ice all of a sudden. That's weird. First, the sweepers didn't seem to be too interested in it. So I gotta imagine they're fairly close here.
This looks
that's
really
gotta
good.
go hard, yeah. And they do get that rolling underneath the corner. So now, first and third for Team Sasaki.
Ooh, yeah.
Quick look at the overhead cam.
Really close. I think the yellow is third
Yellow
shot. I'm not sure. It's very close.
Yeah.
It's pretty good though. They got a piece of it under the corner guard and opened up the yellow one.
Yeah. Although it did leave this double here, so. This one's fun. Oh wow, it just ends up catching their back one. So now, yeah, gets the nose, ends up catching the back yellow that we thought was third here. So now, Team Ackerman sitting 1-2, but then Sasaki has 3-4-5 to send so far.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit scary for Team Ackerman, even though the first and second, probably gonna have to try to make a couple doubles and bail out of this end. And,
yeah, but or
the other option. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, but as it stands, I don't see a lot of easy doubles right now. You know?
No, there isn't. So the other option is trying to like just keep getting the end messy and just draw in around the center as much as you can and hope that Sasaki isn't able to take all your rocks out and get all those edge of 8s rock counting.
Last of thirds rocks for Team Sasaki, just looking to hit and roll, I guess, under the center here, or you ever?
I believe they have enough room to get under the center.
Yeah, having to carve this in here to get it to move here, and just does get to nose here, so. Don't know if that's, yeah, that's shot rock, yeah, so.
Team Ackerman will be able to hit that and try to roll under the center, and then they're looking a little bit safer with at least one of their rocks buried.
Yeah. But man, if they ever roll if they ever roll here and to the other side, that's very
double.
For them. Yeah, that just leaves a pretty straightforward double here.
I don't know if they have much other option. They were thinking about hitting the rock on the right side of the house, but it's just such a long roll.
Would you ever consider hitting and rolling? Like, I guess you could roll the other way to the left-hand side.
Yeah, you could do
still
that.
sit second that way, right? And and you're leaving a double back, but it's at least it's a harder double, right?
Yeah, I think that'd be a good plan B if they end up being wide on this one.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit easier to make the roll under the center guard.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah. Looks like a little bit of extra discussion here, but very important to keep everyone on the same page here as far as where you can roll to and what's acceptable, right? First, it skips rocks here. Just look. Where's this? Yeah, this first is
First rock, yeah.
Oh no.
That's the other thing that can go bad with playing that shot. So now Saskatchewan's gonna have an open hit to sit 5.
Yeah.
It still doesn't, like, if they roll to the right spot, there still might not be any easy doubles.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you probably do want to roll here. Oh gosh, I don't think you want to roll towards the center, right? Then Ackerman's just says freezing for her life.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you have a 3-point lead, so you can give them a few, but you want to probably roll this to the wings here.
Yeah, I think they want to roll as far as they can into the back 8 across the other side of the center line.
Oh, you're saying rolling deep across the house?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Probably the best way to go.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Probably doesn't matter too much. I don't think they want to leave it underneath the button though on the center line.
No,
it'd be risky for Ackerman to play the freeze, but if they ever make it, then there goes your end.
Yeah. Looks like a little bit of a pop on the release here. Sweepers are looking to carve this over here. I mean, I think we're definitely making contact, but yeah, just a beer thin. But honestly, that's fine.
Yeah, like we said, no easy doubles here.
Oof. What do you do if you're Team Ackerman here? Oh gosh.
I think they're thinking about hitting that back 8 rock and trying to roll under the top 4 rock. Just barely save for second shot. That'd be tricky though. Or they can make a slash double.
Yeah, I mean, oof. Yeah, it looks like they are going to take on the slash double here. Yeah, I do not see any triples here. So
yeah, no triples here.
Good weight here. This one has got to curl to make contact, and oh no.
Yeah, that hurts. You're thinking at the very least we're giving up 4 and we're only down 1 going to 6. That's a pretty good situation.
Yeah.
Not even considering the fact that you try one of these thin slash doubles and you might just miss the rock completely and give it 5.
Yeah.
Especially with that small hold down the center line, I'm sure that wasn't even in her head.
Yeah, I mean you're thinking you're making contact, right? Like, yeah. Oh man, that hurts. Last rock, Team Sasaki, drawing to full 12 foot for a handful here. I don't think we can hurt it, so might as well. This one's gonna settle in top 4-ish, looks like. Or top 12, I was way off, yeah.
Get it there, so big score of 5 in 5th end for Team Sasaki, sorry.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2022 Western Showdown, the largest international women's curling event in Canada this season. We're so glad you've decided to join us to see some of the top female curlers in the world participate in this event. My name is Jim Grundy. I'm the branch director of RBC Dominion Securities here in Swift Current. Our branch is not only a huge fan and support of curling in our community, we're so proud to be supporting the Western Showdown for its inaugural year. RBC is committed to working with our community partners to promote and celebrate vibrancy in sport in the communities in which we live. Thank you to everyone from the Western Showdown team for putting together this amazing event. On behalf of RBC, enjoy the tournament.
Saskatchewan, you know SaskTel because we're everywhere. Because being everywhere keeps us connected to you. With SaskTel sponsorships, we get to be part of your community. We're here with you, and we're here for you. It's easy to get started. All you need to do is apply. SaskTel cares. Always has, always will. To apply for sponsorship, visit sastel.com/sponsorships.
And I'll be in town that week. So we are back, guys. Exciting game so far. In the ninth draw of the RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown, event action between Team Ackerman and Team Sasaki. My name is Mark I've been doing a commentary, joined by Ryan Parent, who's apparently a very good luck charm for Team Sasaki, who Ryan shows up for commentary and they drop 5 here. So
yeah, I just gotta keep doing their games and they should win the whole event, right?
So I can see that we have quite a few, I'm assuming, Team Sasaki fans in the chat, so you guys can thank Ryan for showing up here to join me on commentary this morning. Yeah, tough break for Team Ackerman there. You never think they're just gonna flash it through the hole, right? But sure enough, they were just trying to get it thin enough to try to get that slash double and end up just going through everything here. So in the 6th end here, Team Ackerman's gonna be going out all offense here to get a deuce back. While this end is unfolding here, we'll just take a quick peek at some of our other games going on. Again, for all listening to scores and links to all the other games, head over to curlingzone.com. We do have Barnes up 5-2 over Team Anderson there in the 6th end. Team Jensen, Team Brown tied up 2-2 in the 6th. Team Martin's got a 6-3 lead over Team Yagi. And a Scottish matchup. Team Morrison's up 3-1. And then we've got a tie in the last game between Team Holland and Team Barker.
Are these all event games going on right now?
Let me take a look at the bracket. I want to say so. Well, yeah, so Barnes and Anderson, I know Janella Brown is Yagi, Martin, Barn Morrison. Yeah, I think this is all 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, all event action. So we're gonna have, out of this draw, we're gonna have 6 teams advancing on and 6 teams going home, I guess.
It's too bad the 2 Scottish teams get matched up in the event, fly all this way to Saskatchewan, and now they're matched up each other, and one of them's gonna have to go home.
Yeah. this one is just going to end up ticking the center guard. The shooter does roll in and will be partially buried behind that corner. So it is going to be a counter.
They also lined up those corner guards so that red goes straight back.
Yeah. Yeah, because initially Ackerman was looking to go behind those, but then, yeah, just Team Sasaki can just kind of pop there anywhere, good contact, and probably get rid of it.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to go around this other corner. Yeah, those two corners on the other side are pretty much useless for Team Ackerman at the moment, unless they get bumped around a bit.
Sweeper's backing off this, so I think the weight is going to be all there here. Yep, ends up settling nicely in the top of the 8 foot. I think I'd take a quick peek at it, see if there's a double. It doesn't appear to be, and so, or not an easy double at least, or not a natural double, we'll say that. So
yeah, I think it's almost no double at all, the way it's lined up.
So probably just hitting and just kind of like rolling towards that area. What they're discussing here.
Looks like the thrower might have signaled. Oh, never mind. Maybe it's the churn. I was thinking maybe they're contemplating trying to run that corner guard in, maybe angle it into the center rock and open up yellow at the same time. I think for now this is fine though.
Yeah, I think so. Having to carve it here a little bit at the end. We'll make contact, and we'll see where this rolls to. And just a hair thin, ends up rolling over the top of the yellow here. So 2 counters for Team Sasaki, but they are second and third at this point here. And Team Ackerman's just going to go underneath that other corner and I guess tempt them to make this run.
Yeah,
do you like this call?
It will. I think this is actually okay because Team Sasaki will make the run back after this, but chances are the corner guards will get a little bit offset, possibly even overlapping each other, and then you'll be able to draw around again later.
Okay.
But I don't know. They could go around the other guard too.
Yeah.
Because if Team Sasaki figures out their angles right.
This one's going a bit deep, and we'll end up settling when it's done in the back of the 12-foot fourth, third rock here. So a chance for Team Sasaki to just ignore the one that Team Ackerman just threw and make a play on shot rock here.
Looks like they're calling the freeze. I would consider just playing the run back now, I think. Then I don't know where Team Ackerman would go even if you just peel it off. Get rid of that corner guard and.
I mean, if you peel it off, then Team Ackerman probably hits one of the red ones. I don't know.
Yeah, they could hit the back red one, and then Team Sasaki would probably have a double on those yellows.
Yeah, if you peel it.
Considering the in-off on that red, but I don't really like that too much because if you miss it, you don't open anything up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I probably like just making a play at this yellow one with like kind of backline weight, and if you tick the guard, that's fine because you actually probably roll the shooter in somewhere.
That's true.
Decent here, yeah.
Yeah, I think you try to take it out. some teams prefer a run back, some teams prefer a nice hack weight. But I think both those calls accomplish pretty much the same thing. If you miss it, hopefully you still get the guard.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for me personally, you know, as I'm playing, I always like calling shots with multiple outcomes, right? So basically, you're going to make one shot. I think it's better for the shooter's, you know, ego, we'll say. But no, yeah, I think the straight run back's like the pro shot. Thanks for everyone that's joining us this morning or afternoon, evening, wherever you're watching this from. You can see over 350 people on the watching us on the Curling Zone YouTube, and another 100 or so watching us on the CBC Sports YouTube page. Again, thanks for joining us, everyone, for this fun game so far. Oh, this looks like freeze ice. Yeah?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they ended up going with the freeze.
Okay.
It's not my first shot, but it's definitely a good shot if they make it.
Yeah, I think that's just it's great if they make it, but it's one of those things where there's not a lot of plan Bs with it, I don't think, you know.
Yeah, it's tricky to be shot and still have a good angle on it.
This one's just got a curl here, but it's a touch heavy. Okay. Does end up bumping that shot rock, but it is now now it's open and that yellow's not quite corner frozen onto that back red one, but definitely going to be tough to get to here. So Team Ackerman just looking to, I guess, hit flop under the guard.
Looks like it. They also have the option of just rolling around to the center line and catching that yellow one, which would kill that back red one and sitting 3. But I think this is the smart call to just leave that for now. That red one's helping them a lot, even though it's out counting one of their rocks, and maybe have an opportunity to make that shot a little bit later in the end, the next couple shots.
And now this is kind of what you talked about here. So right now that red guard for Team Sasaki is hurting them, right? They had made a play on it previously, or you know, trying to get that yellow with quiet weight, they wouldn't have to face this kind of tougher decision or tougher spot, right?
Yeah. So they're just playing soft weight again. I'd be tempted to just throw a bullet at it and try to get that yellow spinning off the red and get them both out. I feel like they probably could. But you gotta throw a lot of weight.
Yeah, I think there's enough separation, right? And it's not like it's low enough. It's not like high corner frozen, you know.
Yeah, and you only gotta roll it out down like 3-4 feet.
This one appears to be, yeah, similar to some of the other shots, and it's just gonna get high side.
It's gonna jam.
Yeah.
Now there's an open hit to sit 4 for Team Ackerman.
Wow.
I think Team Sasaki is just a little bit too aggressive this end. I feel like they had a couple of chances where they could have just thrown the run back, thrown bigger weight there, and
yeah, on these shots where you've had to be very, very precise, you know, if they're not getting 100% make on that shot, right, they're leaving themselves in kind of like these not great situations. And Team Ackerman's had to play these relatively routine shots, but we still have skips rocks coming, so opportunity for Sasaki to lower some damage here. Let's make the hit, and the shooter is going to stick around the rings, but for 5th, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I just rolled a little bit too far on them there. Still in the house, though, so it might come back into play.
Yeah. All right. Are we looking for a triple here?
I don't think there's a triple just because that top one's just slightly buried by the guard. It'd have to hit on the inside of it. I think best they can do is just nose it, and sorry, I guess you could hit the triple across the top. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, hit it across the top and then just roll down to the one that's in the, kind of in the 5 o'clock position there.
Yeah, you could try that. I feel like now is the time just to play a nice soft nose weight hit, and then it's
really?
to get rid of the red one.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking like triple here. Although I guess you really do have to keep the shooter, right? If you don't keep the shooter, then you're bringing that one that's the one on the kind of 3:30, 4 o'clock position into play, possibly.
Yeah, and it's such a thin hit.
But
even though I'm good luck for Team Sasaki, I don't think we're on the same page at all.
Yeah.
Now they're thinking bail, and now I'm thinking, oh, it's too late to bail.
Yeah.
Just play it dirty again.
just the aggressive shot here. Yeah, I mean, because they always have this like. Oh wow, yeah. I mean, because they could get to the inside of this. I don't know if they ever kill the top yellow one, but they could definitely kill the back one. But it looks like they are gonna take on this double or triple possibly. Oh, did they switch rocks?
Yeah, might have a straighter rock and a curlier rock possibly,
maybe.
Or
I don't usually see that when people are sitting in the hack. I got a bomb coming here.
Maybe the issue with the nose hit is really the red double. Not sure about that. But...
Oh no.
Curl.
Oh no.
That's too bad.
Oh,
I think Team Ackerman should just be hitting that red one. Just knows it. Or that's not a bad spot either. But I definitely wouldn't go behind these two. Like, that's not going to help you.
Yeah.
I don't really see the issue with hitting the red one and sitting 5.
Yeah, I don't like going top 8 there.
I think they're concerned about the shot I was talking about, just like the nose hit with soft weight.
Yeah.
But I think even if that's made, you'll still be able to pick it out or something. So
yeah,
I would just hit the red and sit 5.
Yeah.
You could even roll off the red and kind of roll in front of those two yellows a little bit. Or roll into the side of it and just bump it out a bit. It'd be good too.
Yeah.
I don't know if he just knows it red. I don't know where Team Sasaki goes with their rock. Like, they probably just have to play the nose hit, but that's not a super secure rock. They can't go behind the other two guards because that's like they're close enough to drag, and Team Ackerman will just be able to hit that red one back for wherever they want, and get one back, no matter where they put it.
We'll see here, but first just gives rocks for Team Ackerman here.
Sweepers like it.
And this will end up, just will come into the rings. Is this going to overcurl a little bit?
No, I think that's a pretty good spot. I think there is a triple here.
Yeah. Or do you play the in off your own? Off the wing?
I don't think so, because then Team Ackerman will be able to just promote that rock they just threw right into it. I think he just has to play the triple. At least get a double, hopefully.
Yeah. Now, the triple just straight off the top yellow, or do you have to run your red guard?
Yeah, hit the yellow one, hit 3/4 on the low side.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And you'll get the top one and the T-line one for sure. And hopefully the T-line one catches that back 8-1 as well. Should, if you get it right.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah, someone in the chat saying freeze to the yellow just above the T-line. I mean, if you could do it, yeah.
That'd be really good if you can do it. It's pretty tough though.
Yeah, but I guess the thing is, like, if you get a double here, right? You're still giving up 4, down 2, right? And that's actually not terrible.
Probably,
right?
like, you should be able to keep your shooter around to the other side of the house.
Yeah.
So I think you'll just be giving up 3 if you make the double.
Yeah.
If you might even be able to roll your shooters under the corners, so there's no direct hit on it. Yeah, or any double back. Looks like that's what they're gonna play.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah, someone's saying hit and roll off the one in the 9 o'clock position.
Yeah, hit and roll with peel weight, I would say.
All right.
Looks like they're lining up the triple.
Yep, just a little bit. Just off nose here. I think just confirming that running up that we're throwing peel at this guy. Oh, having to go off it right away. Now having to curl it. Oh, no, that's a lot of air.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
Good
no.
predict here. Wow. Almost feels exactly the same as last end, hey? Except the rules are reversed.
Yeah.
Might just be taking too much ice for those inside out shots.
Maybe. I mean, it looked like she. I was looking at the replay on the side monitor here. Looks like she might have. I mean, popped it. You know. I mean, it's tough, right? Because you're ideally in your minds. Hey, I'm gonna move 3 rocks here. You know. So
yeah, you gotta throw it hard.
You kick out hard, go full extension here, but she might have. You know, might have kind of pushed it out a little bit. Because, I mean, yeah, that was a lot of air. You know, that was... last rock, Team Ackerman with a hit and stick for a 6-bagger.
Tell you what, the way this game's going these last 2 ends, even if this is made, I don't think it's game over yet.
No.
As crazy as that is to say.
Hit is made. That is gonna be 6 points, so... Oh.
They do
handshakes there.
Yeah, they do shake. 10-6 final score for Team Ackerman. Staying alive in this C qualifiers. That'll be the last game for Team Sasaki.
Yeah, thanks for everyone that's joined us. This game is going to be over here. We do have coverage on all the other sheets here at the RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown, so feel free to go to curlingzone.com to check on those games. We will have additional draws later today, so check those out. But thanks for joining me, Ryan. You came on to see some exciting couple ends here.
Yeah, was that a 5 and a 6? Back to
Yeah,
back?
5 and
Wow.
6. Yeah, good old C event action here. So.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Mark.
Yeah, so anyway, thanks for everyone that's tuned in to watch us, and we'll see you guys at the next draw. Bye, everyone.